What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Bull, the Social Man, episode 3. Right now, how do you evaluate your worth? How do you evaluate your worth? Have you ever thought about that? Interesting. A lot of us evaluate ourselves like we evaluate others, and that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. We'll get to that. But before, I saw a video by this guy by the name of Stephan Labossiere, and his video was just outstanding. I don't know, I've never heard of this guy before. He's a dating coach, very similar to Matthew Hussey, and very similar content. I follow Matthew Hussey on social media, but I came across this other dating coach and I was like, man, this guy is good. And I saw a video where he's talking to an audience, for example, and basically he's telling all these girls, I'll never tell you ladies to lower your standards. Fair? Right? I'm never going to tell you to lower your standards. But some of you ladies need to raise your qualifications. And I thought that was so powerful because, he talks about why this is the case, but he goes, some of you ladies want a 6-figure partner with a minimum wage resume. And it's so true. Have you ever met these female friends that they have a freaking list of quality traits they want in a guy? And they have this list of like 20 things, and you're thinking to yourself, no wonder they've been single for 4 or 5 years, because that dude doesn't exist. She's looking for a unicorn. And those don't exist. I mean, if you find one, please, capture it safely, because I will love to, get a sample of it and maybe study it. But as far as I know, unicorns don't exist. But going back to the video, it's very common for you to see women like that. Like, women have this list of stuff that they want in a man, right? And he was talking about that, and he was talking about how if you want a certain type of individual in your life, ladies, you need to have the correct quality traits that attract that type of individual. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. If you want a certain type of person in your life, right? And this applies to both genders, by the way. You need to have the correct quality traits that attract that type of individual, right? You can't expect people to overlook all your issues and simply think, I'll take me as I am. That's how I am. I have all these issues and I want to be with you in a committed relationship. It's not going to happen. And a lot of people don't understand that. I didn't understand it myself for 32 years. Now, for those of you who are listening to this video, who are watching this video, hopefully you will understand this a lot faster than it took me to understand this. But, for example, I'll give you my own example. I always love to have a woman that's blunt, extremely blunt. Someone that would tell me, man, Bull, your abs are looking awful. What happened to you? Like, did you put on 10 pounds? Come on. You got to do some more abs, buddy. Let's go. That type of stuff would motivate me even more to hit the gym, because now my girl is telling me like, hey, your abs look like shit. You need to go to the gym and you need to, make it happen. It motivates me. So in my head, for the longest period of time, I thought, and I always prided myself for being very blunt. that I had to be that blunt to women for me to feel like I was being genuine with myself. And you don't really take account that you could be hurting someone's feelings if you're that blunt. So you gotta have a little bit more tact. But going back to what the context of the video was talking about, the whole idea is take me as I am with all my flaws. We all have flaws. We understand that. But there are certain flaws about yourself that you need to work on and you need to correct it. Otherwise, no other human being is going to stand being in a relationship with you. Again, we all have flaws. We all know that. However, there are certain flaws that you need to correct it even before you step into a relationship. We all do. But very few of us actually take the time to look into ourselves and say, okay, that's a problem. It needs to be corrected. It's a lot easier to just point fingers. Oh, it's my partner. Oh, it's him. Oh, he is a jerk. Oh, my. Have you ever thought about maybe he's being a jerk because you're doing something to initiate it? Right? So, and that, again, it works on both genders. I'm not trying to say only men are jerks or only women are bitchy or anything like that. I'm just saying you got to look into yourself and you have to figure that out, right? So don't act like a victim and say, oh, this person has issues. This girl has issues and she has the perfect partner. Don't say that because you don't know what goes on behind closed doors. To you, it might seem that she has a perfect partner, but you don't really know. You don't really know what goes on, right? So you're ignoring deeper issues. You have to work on yourself. Otherwise, same problems are going to be happening over and over and over. And you'll always be blaming your partners for these mistakes that technically you should be working on yourself. Now, this whole idea, take me how I am with all my flaws, get rid of this mentality. I had it myself for many, many years. Get rid of this mentality. It's not going to get you anywhere. Again, we all have flaws, but there are certain things you need to work on. Otherwise, no one is going to stand being around you. You have to think, where is your energy at? And I think Stephan did a great job with his video putting this into perspective. Now, how do you evaluate your worth? Are you evaluating your worth on the same scale you're evaluating men? Think about that for a minute. Are you evaluating your worth on the same scale you evaluate men? Right? Let's give the example of someone who you value your girl and you value education. You value career, money, and the good things in life, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with a woman that actually took the time to get a college degree, to evaluate education, to evaluate, to value education, value money, value a good job. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes the man you want to attract, he doesn't value those things, right? Have you ever thought about that? Right? Maybe he cares about other things. A loving woman, a woman that cooks, a woman that enjoys spending time with him, whether that's playing video games or something he enjoys, or maybe he likes your feminine energy. Are you making him feel good? Maybe those are the things that he values. So we need to be careful with that. Be careful with how you evaluate your worth, because if you really think about it, if if you flip it around, well, let's pretend a woman that's not as accomplished, right? A woman that doesn't have a college degree, right? She can meet an amazing guy who has his shit together, guy that has the right career, college degree, nice car, all around nice guy and just very well established. And she might think to herself, why me? I'm not worth that. This guy has all this stuff and I don't have that, so I'm not worth that. That shouldn't matter, right? That shouldn't matter, because your worth shouldn't be based off of how you're evaluating your partner. You have to be able to understand that other people are looking for different things, and they might evaluate yourself differently, right? So a man can be a millionaire, right? And he'll marry the cashier at Walmart, right? Men don't care so much about accomplishments as much as women do. Some do. I do, for example, but not a lot of men do, and some do to a certain extent. So you need to stop evaluating your worth based on your accomplishments. There's nothing wrong having your accomplishments and being proud of your accomplishments. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you should not evaluate your worth based on that, because a guy might not care about those things, right? So it's really important to understand that guys and girls are wired differently, right? And the moment that you understand that, you'll be a lot more successful with the opposite sex. So thank you so much for watching. God bless. And remember, a bull is all you need, baby.